Hi there, Eagles team global success page. My name is Kyle Burrows, and I wanted to come on and share my story with you because I've seen a lot of guys that are in this page now and who are also doing really, really well in forever in our team, in the Eagles team worldwide. And so I wanted to come on and just share a bit about my background and my story because maybe it will help some of you, inspire some of you to start your own businesses as well. So prior to starting Forever, I actually joined Forever in 2015 in the February. And before that, I was a full-time police officer. I worked in London on like an undercover robbery squad. My sister did exactly the same job, but in Manchester, in another part of England. And I moved up to London to become a policeman. I did it for 5.5 years, and it was amazing. I absolutely loved my job, and I looked at it like a really good career because I wanted to get promoted and go up the promotion ladder. And I loved the first 3 years, but it came with a lot of challenges, and those were long shifts, no time with my family, no money because you don't join the police in the UK to be rich, definitely not. I was always living in debt, and my parents always had to give me money, which wasn't I wasn't very proud of that. And I just kind of got settled, and I thought, well, this is going to be life. That's just normal life. You go to work, you have no money at the end of the month, you do it all again. I was looking forward to the weekends and going out with my friends, and I kind of thought, there's got to be something else, more to life than this. But I think what really made me leave that job was that I got attacked really badly on duty one day. So I was arresting a guy for an offence, and he attacked me. Very scary. And he tried to throw me over the sixth floor of a balcony. So he snapped my back in doing so when he was fighting with me, and I ended up with slip discs in my back, like a disc bulge, in two of them. So it was really, really painful. And I remember I was back and forth the hospital all the time. I was having injections into my spinal cord. Hey, Jody. And I remember thinking, I love this job, but I'm not really supported, and I'm not paid very good money to do it. But I loved the police. I loved being a policeman. It was my favourite job ever. And so when I was injured and I was going for treatment in the hospital, I started to think, there's got to be something else I can do. And so I sold my house. I sold my flat in London, and I made a lot of money on that. And I was able then to reinvest £10,000 into a graphic design course. So I became a designer. So they said I would become a designer, but I wasn't a very good designer. So that was very short-lived. I did it for 7 months and spent £10,000, which is a lot of money in the UK. I'm sure it is everywhere else as well. But I did that for 7 months and realised, I don't know what I want to do with my life, my career. I knew I wanted to have money. I knew I wanted to do all the nice things. And I'd been watching my sister Nicola Evans and Emma Cooper. Those are my two older sisters. I'm the baby of the bunch. And they've been building forever businesses. And when I started to look around at different opportunities, not forever, I wasn't interested in forever for 1.5 years. I was thinking, what can I do? What could give me a really good income, a really good lifestyle? I didn't want to do sales. I'd never sold anything in my life. And I was good at arresting people and finding criminals, but I wasn't very good at sales or anything like that. So I didn't look at forever for 1.5 years. But when I was kind of desperate for an opportunity, I remembered thinking, okay, you can do this forever living thing. I don't know what it is, but you can do it. And apparently you can be successful if you work hard at it. So when I actually first looked at forever, it was in the February of 2015. So it's crazy how fast time goes when you're in forever, when you're having fun. I mean, I've enjoyed the last 3.5 years so much. In the police, it felt a bit like a life sentence in prison, but 3.5 years with forever has gone by really fast, but it's been an amazing 3.5 years. I got started in February 2015, and I followed all of the trainings that we got as the Eagles team, and I worked closely with my team as well. And I just really immersed myself in all of the training, online events, and I worked closely with my sisters who introduced me. And I found within the first 7 weeks, I got to manager position. Now, manager position meant that I was earning a full-time income, but I was working part-time because in my day job as a graphic designer, I was working long hours. And so I was very busy with my day job, but I realized actually that if I wanted my future to change, I would have to change something now. Because I think sometimes when we don't like our jobs, and I didn't like that job at all, I just got comfortable and thought, I'm just going to kind of roll with it. I'm going to continue. Maybe something will change, hopefully, but nothing ever does. So we have to make that change. So I decided to get started. And then I got to manager very quickly because I was so excited about the opportunity. And it was almost like I was annoyed at myself for not looking at Forever properly before. But I think timing is everything. And it wasn't the right time for me before that. But then when I started, it was. And I got so excited and passionate about the company. I loved the company ethics. I loved the people. The people are really are what keeps me excited about it every day. The products, I never... the products are unbelievable, and I've had an amazing health benefits, especially with my back from the injury with the police. So I felt really confident with sharing it with other people. And then after 4 months of having started, within 4 months I was a senior manager. So my business built very quickly because I worked hard at it. And I followed the training to the letter. I did everything that was shown. I followed the successful people. And I think in life, if you follow somebody who is successful, you're going to be successful if you follow what they do. And it worked. So surprise, surprise, it actually worked for me as well, like it was for hundreds of people and thousands of people all over the world. And in my first year of Forever, I qualified for the chairman's bonus, which is the share of the company's turnover. The big checks that you've probably seen in this page. I know Bushra collected one, Nicola's collected one, so has Emma and myself and lots of other people in the Eagles team worldwide. I'm based in the UK, obviously, so I'm thinking UK, but I know that you guys are all over the world and a lot in the Middle East. I qualified for Eagle Manager trip as well, which I know Beanish, Jamila, Nicola, Bushra, all of you guys, I know there's more, I can't remember who else, has qualified for the Eagle trip as well. So all of you lot are absolutely flying with your business. And when you see the excitement, it really excited me. I thought, wow, these are normal people working their businesses part-time to start with. And they're achieving all these things. This must be something I can do as well. So the harder I worked, the luckier I became. And I qualified for all the trips. So up to now, to this day, in my business, I've been to fully paid for with the company. They've taken me to South Africa on a safari, which was life-changing. That was my first ever Forever trip. And I think for me, it was the most special to date. It's my favorite one so far. South Africa on safari. I went to Greece, to Costa Navarino in Greece, in Europe. That was stunning. And you get a +1 in spending money every trip. So it's just unreal. From a police officer to a Forever business owner, taken around the world for free, it's quite emotional when you think of it, and it's quite surreal. But you do work hard for it, so it's just a nice thing that they reward you with that. And then I went to Dubai, which I absolutely loved. Dubai was a brilliant trip, and then I went to Dallas. I've just come back from Dallas in April, and the trips are really special because you get to take your family. You get to be around your team, your family, and their family, and like we were having breakfast, Bushra and Noman and Nicola and Daryl and my brother-in-law and my nephews in Dallas, and that was really nice because we see each other on Facebook pages because we all build our businesses online as well, and you get to actually meet in person and then get to know them and their family and their children. So I think Forever becomes a way of life. It's like a lifestyle. And I think when you see everybody from Forever, they're always smiling. and now you know why. It's because it's such a great environment to be in. In Dallas, I also picked up a share of the company's profits. So like I said, Forever gives you a share of the company's profits when you qualify for it. And because we're privately owned, we don't have shareholders or stakeholders, which if I give you an example of, say, HSBC Bank, all of you will know this, or Merrill Lynch, Bank of America. Hey, Rima. At banks, for example, and big corporations, the people at the top are the ones who get the big bonuses. So they're always the rich ones, right at the top of the company. And little old me at the bottom, working really, really hard 9 to 5, I'm never going to earn the money that they earn at the top. It's impossible. You just can't. There's too many people here. So with Forever, you can all be at the top. There's no hierarchy. There's no attitude. There's no one saying, you can never be this. Don't try and get that promotion. Don't do this. Rima worked for HSBC. So did I. I used to work for HSBC as well. So that was like years ago when I was after university. And so with Forever, everybody's encouraged to be the best and, be at the top. And we all can. So with the share of the company's turnover, everyone can qualify for that. And I qualified in my first year. You can all qualify for it as soon as you get started. The day you get registered, even if it's now in June, you've got all the rest of the year to qualify for it. So it's totally possible. And we call it Chairman's Bonus. That's what it's called. In Chairman's Bonus alone, I've collected over $21,500 in just 3 years. And that's just in an added annual bonus. So that's not my monthly income. My monthly income is separate, but that's in an added bonus. But on top of that, obviously, like I said, you get flown to different countries to collect these checks. So that for me is the big one because I love traveling. So that is just another kind of thank you from Forever, which I really think is very generous, and also I'm very appreciative. I'm very grateful for it. So the travel's been amazing. I've qualified for the car plan. So when I saw on the business presentation everybody driving all these Porsches and these posh cars that I could never afford to drive, I thought, well, it's okay for them because they're obviously rich. But I didn't realize that actually Forever is a great vehicle for everybody to be able to achieve their goals, whether or not that's a car. You don't have to buy a car with the money. But for me, I got a car straight away. So actually, let me show you my car. It's actually really dirty. I haven't cleaned it properly, but I should take more pride in it. But I'll show you my car. I'm a massive Lexus fan. So there's Emma's 2 cars here, but my Lexus is the white one at the end. I got a sports one. So I use my car plan money for that, and that's that. But I wanted to be able to have the choice and the flexibility, really, of a good income, but also a flexible way of working. Now, I never ever had a goal of wanting to be my own boss or have my own business or work from home. That really never appealed to me. I mean, it's great, but I love it now. But it wasn't like something that I was thinking I want to be at home, But I know that for a lot of you guys that will have been watching this page maybe and you haven't yet decided whether or not Forever is for you, I can tell you and hand on my heart and safely say that Forever has been a life changer. In the sense of, well, financially it's amazing, but not only that, the lifestyle difference is very different. So when my friends say, are you free on Wednesday? Are you free on Thursday? Are you free on Tuesday or Monday? I'm always free because I can fit my business in around my own time. So that's the bit I love. And then obviously I do work from home. I rented a villa in Spain last summer and I went there and worked for a month, and it was just myself in a lovely villa. And, that's the kind of freedom and flexibility. So if you have family, or if you don't have family, I don't have a family myself, I'm not married, then you can choose to do whatever you want. And that's, for me, is true freedom. That's one of the massive benefits of Forever, is the flexibility. But the main thing I think that you need to know about Forever is the people. The people in the Eagles team are the best. I came into the Eagles team a year and a half after it was set up and created. And I'm so grateful that I was introduced to the Eagles team and nowhere else, because the support, the people, just the spirit, the team spirit is huge. And I that's one of the things that really keeps me focused and attached to building my business and helping more people to build theirs, because there are so many lovely people and inspiring stories. People coming from normal jobs straight into Forever and having huge success, because sometimes no matter how hard you work at a normal job, you're never going to get any further or get paid more. And that was the case for me in the police, because they froze promotion. They froze my pay as well for 3 years. 3 years. No pay increase. So that was very difficult. And there was no space for promotions when I was starting out. So even if I did the exam and passed it, I would not get promoted, which wasn't fair. But in Forever, completely different. As soon as you get promoted, you start getting paid that promotion, and everybody is welcomed and encouraged to get their promotions. You don't have to fight people or wait for somebody to die until you get their job, or, do something bad, it's not like that. So that's what I love about it. Another thing that I would say is a piece of advice is if you think you don't have time, I thought I didn't have time as well, but Forever does fit in the spare time that you have. If you don't think you don't have enough money to join, trust me, you can't afford not to join. That's what I say, because the £200 in the UK it costs to set up Forever with your business box with all the products. I made that money back within 8 days. And in my in my third month of Forever, I earned almost twice a month what I was earning as a police officer and a graphic designer. So that's the power of Forever. Not just the exciting parts, but also the income, because that's really important, I think, because we all do it at the beginning for the income, and you want that stable financially stable, life for yourself and your family. So for me, that was a big one. But I hope that's helped. I don't really know what else to say, to be honest, other than the fact that I absolutely love what I do now. And I'm really grateful to the Eagles team for introducing me to the opportunity. And I wish everyone all the success in the world with Forever. I know that this team is doing incredible things abroad. I know all over the Middle East. You guys are just absolutely flying all over America. My team in America as well, I know a lot of you in this page, are just doing insane things. And we've all done it online. So the training that we have is so good with our website as well that we can give it to everybody all over the world. And you guys are building phenomenal businesses from it. So I want to say I'm really proud of you as well for doing that. And I'm excited for more people to join. And, we help more people change their lives, because if someone wouldn't have introduced me to this opportunity, I would still be a police officer, no doubt. I wouldn't have done the graphic design. I would have stayed in the police, and I would have been very grumpy. Whereas now I'm smiling. But so I hope that's helped. And if you have any questions, please write them in the comments, and then I will check it later on and answer any questions for you. But I hope for you guys that are looking at the opportunity that you can see, because I know there's a lot of women that are in the page, but it is a man's business too. Don't be mistaken. So I will wish you all the best, and I will see you soon. I hope that helps. All right, take care. Bye.